Bro, I'm thirsty as fuck. I had all them shots without
Now, during this time, no matter how good the blues sounded to the majority of the community, religious groups
like,
considered
why
it to
would
be
you
the
send
devil's
me?
music,
Oh
a
my god.
phrase that Robert would continue to hear from his potential in-laws. Okay, so Robert Johnson fell in love with a young lady by the name of Virginia. So she was from a very devout, traditional family. Her family strongly disapproved of Robert, believing that his passion for blues music was sinful and associated with a reckless, ungodly lifestyle. At the time, blues was often linked to juke joints, drinking, and hoodoo, hey, making it unacceptable in the eyes of deeply religious people and families like Virginia. Despite their objections, Robert and Virginia married in 1929 when she was just 16 years old. Determined to support his growing family, Robert went on the road to play music. He was like, listen, I gotta go get this money. I gotta get this money by tomorrow so he could support his family.
Bro,
So
I'm
leaving Virginia
thirsty
behind
as
while
fuck.
she was pregnant, tragedy struck when Virginia died in childbirth in 1930, along with their baby, just as Robert returned from touring.
Hey
Virginia's
girl.
family blamed him for her death, claiming it was divine punishment for playing the devil's music. This loss deeply affected Robert, and some believed it pushed him further into his music to distract him so he could
Yeah,
just have
tell me
another
why.
husband. Now, Robert and music. Okay, so he had a
Girl, just
passion for
watching this
music,
video.
but it
Kind of
didn't
like
seem like music
I
had a
was drunk
passion
as
for him
fuck. I was
because he
high,
wasn't
but I took a
good,
nap.
like at all. It was like me
But it's
trying to
still
play the
in my
guitar for the
body.
first time.
I'm
Robert
really
Johnson was not
thirsty as
considered a
fuck. Like,
talented
and I don't
musician.
want to drink all
In
this
fact, he was
juice.
often
I got
dismissed
some
and
water
even
here,
mocked
but I
by
need
more
something with
skilled blues
taste, you know?
players. Son House and Willie Brown, two well-known bluesmen in Mississippi, recalled how Robert would hang around
It's
watching him
like
play, but when he
I had took
tried
all
to
those shots
perform,
without
his
nothing
guitar
to drink,
skills
so I
were
guess that's why I'm
sloppy,
thirsty.
out
I'm
of
thirsty as
tune,
shit.
unimpressive. People in juke joints would even tell him to put the guitar down in the middle of his performance because he wasn't good. And they said it
And
didn't seem
then
like
on
he was
top of all
playing
of
the
that,
guitar, it just seemed like he went up there making
so this
noise.
nigga that
Like
I
that's how
know,
bad he was.
his
Robert, who
fucking
was
nephew,
embarrassed and
which is
banned
a
from
baby,
performing
he's
at
like a
certain juke
kid to
joints,
me. Like,
decided to take a break
this
for
bitch,
several months, some say even several
20,
years, because he wanted to
I'm
master his
24,
craft. He was like, all right, y'all say I
right?
suck, I got y'all.
I'm
So he
drunk
went
as
into
fuck.
hiding, he went
I
into
just
hermit mode
seen
to
this
work on
shit
his
5 seconds
craft. He
ago.
left the juke joints in
This bitch
Mississippi and
this
traveled
bitch
further
gonna send me a
south,
picture of his
rumored to be
genitals.
seeking out
And I just
mentors for
responded, I
hidden
said, boy,
knowledge.
like, I
Now,
don't
some
want to see
accounts
that. First
suggest
of all,
that
I
he
see a lot
studied
of dicks
under
in my
Ike
life, so it ain't
Waring,
nothing.
a blues
It just looked like
guitarist,
a regular
also
dick.
practicing in
But
graveyards at
it's just
night,
like,
believing that spirits
I'm not
would
no
guide his
pedophilic
playing and
bitch.
speak to
Like,
him and teach him how
ew.
to play.
Don't
I'm
they
like,
trying to
that
turn
is
tables
so
on me?
nice. Like,
Cause
I would
they
love to
fucking
feel a
pedophiles.
real
I'll never be a
man like
pedophile,
that.
bitch.
But I think I just need that
Like,
here.
and I tell him all the
Others
time that
claim
he
that
too
Robert
young for
sought
me,
out
but
a
it's like he
hoodoo
can't
woodworker,
accept it.
someone
I
who
don't
could
know
help
why.
him unlock supernatural abilities.
He get all
This
in
is
his
where the
feelings and
famous
sad and upset.
crossroads
Like,
legend started to take place because he just up and
I don't
disappeared.
fuck with little
So everyone was
kids.
like, okay,
Like,
so where did he go? What happened? And we'll figure out why these tales started to come up.
I don't know
So the
what the
story
fuck his
goes,
problem is.
on a moonlit night, Robert walked alone down a dusty country road deep in the heart of the Mississippi Delta,
It's
carrying
like
nothing
the
but
bitch
his
is really
guitar.
relentless.
He reached a lonely intersection where two dirt roads crossed, a place whispered about in Puerto traditions as a gateway between two worlds. There, under the eerie glow of the night, a tall, shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. Some say he was a large black man dressed in
But
dark
honestly,
clothing. Others claim he had
I
piercing
really just don't
eyes
give a
that
fuck.
burned like fire. This mysterious presence, this spirit, took Robert's guitar from his hands, tuned it with a slow, calculated precision, practiced on it a little bit. So Robert just stood there looking at this spiritual energy, taking and tuning his guitar. He's up there like, okay, so what do I say? What do I do? And
How
the
the fuck
spirit
do
handed
she
the
know what
guitar
he
back to
said?
him. In
This
that
shit was long
moment,
ago.
something changed. An energy, a force, a gift passed into Robert's fingers. His hands suddenly knew the strings in a way that never had been before. When he strummed, the sound that came from the guitar something new, something magical, something no one had ever heard before. Without any other word, the stranger nodded, the
Let's gonna
spirit
put this all
calmed,
back in
and
here.
disappeared into the night, leaving Robert standing there alone at the crossroads with his guitar. So after that, Robert returned to the Mississippi Delta. After his mysterious absence, he walked into a juke joint like a ghost from Christmas past. Saw him walk in, they like, oh Lord, bro, let's go. Here he go. We ain't about to go through this. We was just having a good night. So Robert saw everyone getting up to leave, but he continued to make his way to the front, had his guitar in his hand, and he sat down to play. So as everyone is getting ready to leave, they start hearing something that sounds a little good, a little like, okay, what's that? The moment his fingers touched the string, the entire room froze. The sound that poured from his guitar was flawless, fast, hypnotic. They even noticed he had an additional string on his guitar, so they were like, what is that? What is going on? They were caught off guard. Like, imagine someone who can't sing, and all of a sudden they hit a Whitney Houston note. You're going to be like, okay, wait, so what happened? Is the mic on? His rhythm was effortless. People were getting into it, getting chills.
Right, but was he really that bad?
Who had told him to put his guitar down was now yelling, encore, encore, keep going, keep going. Some whispered in awe, while others looked on in fear, unable to believe how someone who had been below average for so long had suddenly become a master, it seems, overnight. As the word spread about Robert Johnson's unbelievable transformation, people couldn't explain how a man who once struggled to play was now one of the greatest guitarists they had ever heard. Those who had known him before refused to believe he had simply practiced and improved. Instead, they whispered that he had done something unnatural. Something dark.
Oh Lord.
The rumor that
Hey,
he had sold his soul to the
Happy
devil
New
at the
Year.
crossroads
I
started
mean,
with older
it's not
bluesmen,
New Year.
possibly some House of Willie Brown gospel, who had known Robert when he was just an eager, unimpressive guitarist. They, along with others who once dismissed him, joked or speculated that Robert must have made a deal with something beyond this world to play like that. The rumor spread like wildfire, and soon it wasn't just a joke. It was something that people truly believed.
They believe
Robert
in
heard
that
the
hoodoo
whispers,
shit.
the stories of his supposed deal with the devil, but he never denied them outright. Instead, he leaned into the mystery, sometimes smiling or playing coy when asked, adding on to his own myth. Now, this rumor was often associated with his first wife and unborn child passing away. People are like, as soon as his wife and child pass away, all of a sudden he get real good at the guitar. He must have sacrificed them. Then, as Robert continued
That
to
part
play
I
around
didn't know.
town at different juke joints and bars, showing off his skills, his second wife passes away, adding more fuel to the rumor that he made a deal with the devil in exchange for a few souls. So people are like, oh, now what are the odds? His second wife passed away? Yeah, he done did something. Which may sound familiar because the Illuminati rumors today goes that the person joining has to exchange their soul for their success. So when celebrities have a family member that passes away suddenly, a lot of conspiracy theorists say, oh, they must have sacrificed them. Oh, now they're about to be real successful as soon as they pass away, as if people don't pass away. So this isn't something new. People were thinking the same thing during the early 1900s. So in 1936 and 1937, Robert Johnson had the rare opportunity to record his music, capturing his eerie, soulful blues for future generations. His first recording session took place in a hotel room in San Antonio, Texas, where he sat in a chair facing a wall, playing as if he were performing to an unseen audience. Over 3 days, he recorded several songs, including Crossroad Blues, Terraplane Blues, and Come On In My Kitchen. A year later, he recorded again in Dallas, where he completed his entire catalog of 29 songs, creating multiple alternate takes of some recordings. The raw emotion, haunting vocals, and masterful guitar work in the recordings solidified his
Sorry.
legend, even though he was not widely famous during his lifetime. Many of these songs reference themes of deals with the
I don't know
devil,
what's
spirits
that.
following him, and running from an unseen force, which only fueled speculation that his music was more than just the blues. It was something magical, whether lyrics to a soul that spoke into the supernatural. So let's go over a few of these songs and the lyrics that added on to the rumors, because you know how sometimes artists come out with different songs or they may pose a certain way. They're just like, that's the Illuminati. So let's go over a few of these songs. Starting off with Crossroad Blues, he has a lyric that says, I went down to the crossroad, fell down on my knees, asked the Lord above, have mercy. Now say, Bob, if you please. So when people heard this, they're like, oh my gosh, it's associated with the crossroad. It painted an image of a man at a spiritual crossroad, begging for mercy as if he had made a deal and now is regretting it. Many believe he was confessing his own experience of selling his soul at the crossroad. Now let's get into another song. Me and the Devil.
Like, what the
Says,
fuck?
early this morning when you knocked upon my door, and I said, hello, Satan, I believe it's time to go. This lyric suggests that the devil literally came to collect the records that made him believe his time was up. The phrase, hello, Satan, I believe it's time to go, sounded like someone accepting your faith after making a dark pact. Another song, Hellhound on My Trail. One of the lines says, I got to keep moving, I got to keep moving. Blues falling down like hell, blues falling down like hell. And the day keeps on worrying me. There's a hellhound on my trail. And a hellhound is often associated with the demonic force haunting
Okay,
someone.
guys,
And
I'm
this song
leaving.
makes it sound like Robert is constantly